What is small and mid-size enterprise? SME stands for Small and Medium Enterprises. SMEs are businesses with revenues, assets, and certain numbers of employees below a certain threshold. It contributes in the economic growth, the development of social infrastructure and create employment. The definition of SMEs is defined differently in each country based on the number of full-time employees or the annual sales turnover. In Malaysia, the definition was simplified as manufacturing, which are sales turnover not exceeding Rm50 million or full-time employees not exceeding 200 workers. Also, services and other sectors which are sales turnover not exceeding Rm20 million or full-time employees not exceeding 75 workers. A business can qualify as an SME if it meets either one of the two specified criteria.
The importance of small and medium-sized enterprises to individual derives from certain features making them be more than a thumbnail of big enterprises. First is, offering new jobs and being a propitious climate for employees perfectioning. SMEs assist employees in obtaining the required skills to turn to larger firms where enthusiasm is higher. Create employment opportunities in all geographic regions and sectors, employing various parts of the workforce even for low-skilled employees and allowing opportunities for skills growth and aid to assist their employees' admission for health care and social services. Next is, SMEs involve in job creation in this modern-day economy. In recent times it would have been noticed that the unemployment reduction all over the world is due to the lots of emerged SMEs. The emergence of the company allows more job opportunities to the people. In most developed countries, over 90% of SMEs improve the employment rates. Lastly, the favoring of innovation, technological and flexibility. SMEs developed many new products and technological processes, despite having strong research departments. SMEs also focusing on improving existing products that they want to produce in larger quantities to take advantage of the dimensional economy. This makes SMEs have the same level of adaptability as large corporations. To perform better, SMEs put their efforts on producing new goods and services that will allow them to respond to changing market demands more quickly.
Apart from the importance of small and medium-sized enterprises of individual, there are also some critical importances of SMEs to economy which are, first, stimulation of the competition. SMEs have an active role in creating a new healthier and more competitive economy. These encourage competition as for the product's design, prices and efficiency. Big businesses would have a monopoly on most activities if SMEs didn't exist. SMEs also enhance competition among rivals, which heats up the market environment. Second, helping the big enterprises in certain activities which could be better supplied by SMEs. Small businesses were to be dissolved immediately, large businesses would be pushed to expand into new activities that are inefficient for them. SME activities that could be more efficiently developed include supplying materials and goods, as well as distributing large corporations' goods. Support for SMEs will contribute in the transformation of major corporations by reducing production complexes through selling off units that have no direct relationship to the principal activity. SMEs gain control on large companies' monopolies by providing complementary services and absorbing the fluctuations of the modern economy. Lastly, producing goods and services efficiently. The idea that SMEs are still surviving in a competitive economic environment shows their effectiveness. They would have been destroyed by their strong competitors if they weren't efficient and didn't make a useful contribution to the economy. According to a study conducted in the United States, SMEs profit 4 times for every dollar invested than major businesses. Thus, they also help in forming the GDP.
The strengths of SMEs in economy are, first as SMEs provide job opportunities and contribute to social stability. SMEs are generally known to be the backbone of a healthy economy as they drive growth, provide employment opportunities and open new markets. Thus, SMEs contribute to economic growth by creating numerous new employment opportunities for people, driving ingenious ways of innovation, and growing the tax base. Second strength of SMEs are that it helps in increasing the aggregate productivity as well as economy-wide efficiency as the intense competition between the peers had risen the market scenario. This supremacy produces a win-win situation for both consumers and suppliers. There is a significant increase in GDP and stable money flow across the economy. Also, SMEs charges lower rates to their clients in exchange for offering a high-quality service. The third strength are SMEs has higher flexibility and emphasis in both technology and in management. It adapts fast to the dynamic business world by switching on to e-commerce and online transaction of goods and services. The advancement in technology has not only eased out the process of selling and buying, it has helped the entrepreneurs to cut cost on advertising and marketing too. Therefore, SMEs show a higher flexibility and strength in periods of succession, given by the capacity of adaptation on the changing market. They ensure the potential of future big companies' development through the processes of growth on which they take part.
Even though SME bring a lot of positive impact to the economy, it also has negative sides or weaknesses too that might be hidden. The first weakness is the SMEs have reduced capital, which makes them vulnerable in case of economic shock. SMEs normally do not have the financial power like the large companies does. Due to this, they will usually need external financing, which will also be more limited and in worse conditions. The lack of financial capability can cause major problems for an SME if it is forced to endure long periods of crisis. For this reason, during economic depressions, SMEs often face enormous difficulties to survive, which causes the closing of many of them. Second weakness is SMEs' rate of dependency to a group of clients is high, for example subcontractors, which can lead to less job opportunity to the other people such as postgraduate students. Third weakness is lack of functional distribution systems and access to performant and accessible marketing services. Unlike non-SME, being a large company, and therefore generating huge amounts of business, provides a position of power when negotiating with suppliers and customers. For SME, it is much more difficult to achieve beneficial condition and are often forced to give in more they would like. Fourth weakness is SMEs. Some SMEs are lack of sufficient management and economical knowledge. Therefore, SMEs owners should find a mentor that can help them in business, do a research information, try to get at least a business degree, and anything else that could improve their knowledge on running the business. Finally, SMEs usually had low access to new technologies. Due to financial reasons, usually an SME will have more difficulties to adapt to technological changes, which could lead to obsolescence.
The SMEs from Romania focused more on innovation in 2013 than in 2012. So, in 2014 one of 4 SMEs, which is 26.39%, was focused to innovate according to the evolution of innovative SMEs from Romania and amplification methods to performant innovations report. As far as the ways of achieving innovation in SMEs go, these are made by the adaptation and modification of novelty elements initially developed by other organizations 43.86%. Individual progress of research development activities 26.90%, the full takeover of novelties initially developed by other organizations 24.78%, and cooperation with other organizations on conducting activities of research development activities 4.46%. The main resources of financing and research development investment and innovations from SMEs come from their own resources 88.72%. Loans and bank credits 12.43%. The European Union S funds 1.53%. Central public authorities funds 0.32%, and from local authorities funds 0.13%. As far as that goes, the main barriers in conducting research development and innovation activities, SMEs indicated the following points: the high cost of research development activities 48.63%, the insufficiency of their own funds 40.09%, the uncertainty regarding the demanding on the market to innovative products 35.37%. SMEs play the major role in the development of a better and competitive economy. SMEs will gain benefit from government support, which will aid in the transition of large corporations. By supplying supplementary services, SMEs take control over major firms' monopolies. They contribute to the formation of the GDP and the expansion of national exports and investment. SMEs have several strengths that contribute significantly to their success. SMEs contribute to economic growth by establishing countless new job possibilities, pushing inventive ways of innovation, and expanding the tax base. SMEs have both strengths and limitations. During economic downturns, SMEs sometimes confront great challenges in surviving.
At last, SMEs from Romania were mostly focused on innovation in 2013 compared to 2012. In recent years, SMEs from Romania have developed a strategy that protects their enterprises by decreasing their exposure to R&D investments.
That is all from us. Thank you for listening and hope you guys enjoy our presentation.